All right, welcome to the House of Ham. I'm Bob WV7W, and today I am at the McNary Wildlife Refuge, and I'm going to try and do an activation. I'm also going to show you a new antenna that I just got. It's not new to ham radio, it's just new to me. It was sent to me, and I want to test it out and see how it works out here. I was going to go to my home park, which is Sacagawea, which is literally just back over my shoulder here a couple miles. But it's not quite spring yet, and they're closed for the winter. So I just went across the bridge here, the other side of the Snake River, and we decided we'd go ahead and check out the wildlife refuge here at McNary. So it's pretty nice here. I don't know if you can hear it, but there's a lot of birds in the background making noise, and it's a bit breezy. So hopefully that won't interfere with us too much doing this today. But I'm going to go ahead and set up, and we'll show you this antenna. We'll set up, and we'll see how this activation goes. So the antenna I'm going to show you is the JPC-12, and the good folks at, hope I get this right, Guzizu sent this to me free of charge. They don't get to see this video beforehand, and they have no input into it. So this is clearly going to be my own views on it, but I did want to be very clear that I didn't buy this one. So we will see if this antenna can beat out my venerable Shelligans, which is my go-to antenna right now, and see how this does. So let's go ahead and take a look at what we got here. So in here you've got 4 little posts, and we're going to set those up in a minute here. And then you've got a kind of a base unit that this is what screws into the post and the ground spike, and then the coil sits up on top of this, and then the whip sits up on top of all that. So we're going to go ahead and get this thing set up, and we'll take a look at it. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and take our ground spike, and we're going to put it into this thing here. Now this is a center loaded, so the loading coil's not at the base of it like you would do with a lot of them. This one actually is center loaded, so at the top of these 4 posts is where the coil goes. And I realized I forgot one thing. I forgot to hook up the radials first, but we'll fix that in a minute here. Now the radials, they come as a ribbon cable, and I've already separated these out. I may change these out with something that's a little more flexible. These seem like they kind of might get tangled up pretty easy. But we're going to go ahead and use these today since this is what came with it. That went out there okay. So the way that you do this is this actually goes on to the ground spike, and that makes your ground connection. And I just forgot to do that. So it's not a horrible design, I do got to say. I think it's actually a pretty decent way of doing it. So let's go ahead and get that in the ground here. Still, ground should be fairly soft, I think. Maybe. And then again, maybe not. It's pretty gravelly here. So I find a soft spot. There we go. That's going to have to do. All right. And give you a close-up of this thing. So you got this coil right here, and it's got this slide, and all the way at the bottom is the 40 meter band. That little red line right there is the 40 meter band up at the top. This one is for the 20, and that's where we're going to start today at 20. So we're going to set that there, and we'll take a look and see how that does for us. All right, and we'll go ahead and extend this whip up, because once I get it on here, it'll be a little hard to reach some of them. Okay, so we'll get this on here. Hopefully the wind doesn't knock it over. We'll see here. All right. Okay. Spread out these radials a little bit and see how we can do here. Okay, so we'll go ahead and check this with the analyzer here and see how we're doing. Yeah, looks like we're a little high, so we'll go ahead and move that coil down a tap or two and see how that does. All right, let's try it again here. Just a smidge low now, but the only way to do this is to tweak the whip, because I literally went one turn on the coil. So we'll go ahead and tweak the whip a little bit. All right, let's take another look here. Still a little bit low. Going to do another little bit on the whip. Only moving here a couple inches at a time, but let's move a little bit more and see how we do there. Not looking for perfection here, but I do want to get it decent. I don't think I can ask for any better than that. 1.24 to 1, and we're right about where we need to be. So we're going to call that good. Okay, we'll go ahead and spot myself here. I'll start on 20 meters, and we'll use my KX2. If that doesn't work, I did bring the 891 if I'm not getting out there, but I think we'll do fine. 14.067, and I am at US 0585. All right, let's see how we do. I am halfway there though, so halfway there and just about a half hour into it. Okay, let's try this with 50 watts and see how we do. thanks for hanging with me here. And I would say that the JPC-12 is a good antenna. Could highly recommend it. Not terribly hard to set up, and it does work. I did do another test at home where I was able to basically do all of the bands and get it within a reasonable SWR from 40 all the way up to 6. And maybe I'll do another video and kind of show that a little bit. But until next time, this is WV7W73.